Hey guys, welcome back. Origami here, bringing you another one of our live deck profiles. And I do want to apologize. I am recording in a brand new, different area, so the audio is gonna sound a little bit weird. The lighting might be a little bit weird. We're gonna try to make this as quick as possible, so it's as painless as possible. But I gotta make sure I get these recorded now before I change other decks for the next deck profile, for the next matchup. So we're playing. This is my Hitmon combo deck. This is actually a deck I'm really excited about. I love the idea of this deck. I love the gimmick. It seems like a lot of fun to me. So we're gonna showcase the deck. Before we get into the video, though, let me know by answering the comment question today, which is your favorite Hitmon Pokemon of the three. Don't forget to check out the Patreon and the sponsors as always. And speaking of sponsors, if you answer the comment question today, you have a chance of winning some Unbroken Bond codes thanks to our lovely sponsors at Guardian Gaming. And hey, hit that like button. That like button is falling for you. That another date is always welcome. Hit that like button even already. So let's make this real quick, real painless. We're playing Hitmonchan. 4 Hitmonchans, kind of the main attacker of the deck because it's the one that's gonna be doing the fun. It's got a really cool attack, hit, and run. You may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon for 30 damage. We have new ways to increase the damage output of our fighting type, so it's just a good Pokemon. Now, Hitmonlead, I do want to play 3 of these. Right now, I'm only playing 2. We'll make space for a third one later. But 100 HP, and it's got the really cool attack special combo. We're going to see if I can make this work. There we go. You can only use the attack if your Hitmonchan use hit and run the previous turn. This attack does 9 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. That's enough to knock out a Mama. It's enough to 2 KO things. It's just a really, really cool, strong attack. But then the main reason why I don't play this card is because I really love this Hitmontop. We're playing 2 of these Hitmontop. That one could probably stay at 2. This one could be at 3, but I think the Hitmontop could stay at 2. 90 HP with the main attack here being Finish Combo. You can only use attack after you use the attack special combo from your Hitmonlee. This attack does 60 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. This includes the active, which means the damage buffs happen to the active. 60 damage to all your Pokemon. That destroys things like Zorwas and Inkays and stuff like that. Puts things in range of finishing attacks and things like that. Obviously, if you hear any notifications, friend's phone, ignore it. But yeah, I think it's really cool. I think you have to go this. So it's a literal combination attack that can spread damage, take knockouts wherever you want, move to your bench Pokemon, things like that. It's really, really strong. I like it a lot. Ways to increase our damage output, of course, are Diancie, which increases damage output of fighting types by 20. We have 1 Marshadow because it's just good to disrupt your opponent. 1 of our Hoopa. We have stretchers in this deck so we can get the Hoopa back. But Hoopa's generally our Pokemon that we go into after using Hitmonchan. We do have a bunch of switching cards in this deck as well, so we can switch between our Pokemon if we need to. And we have 2 Jirachis here as well. Just Stellar Wish is good in this deck. We're going to be switching around a lot, so having access to Stellar Wish is pretty good. But that's it for the Pokemon, guys. There's other Pokemon you can play in this deck, like Shuckle. Shuckle's like the main one, Shuckle GX. You can play probably more Hoopas. There's not many other Pokemon, like I guess there's Pikumuku and things like that you can put in the active as well. Pikumuku can help spread damage if you need to. There's Weezing, which is something I was trying to fit in here, but I just couldn't make room for it at the end of the day. But there's a bunch of other combos. Like right now, I'm trying to keep it simple just to showcase the deck to you guys. Let's go over the items now. We got 4 Pokegear, 4 Nest Balls, and 4 Ultra Balls. Actually, no, this is only 2 Ultra Balls because we actually don't need Ultra Balls outside of... well, nothing really. Ultra Balls are just extra ball search. Everything is searchable by Nest Ball and Brooklet Hill and stuff. So, except for, of course, Jirachis and Hoopa. I guess the Ultra Ball is mainly there for Marshadow. So, that's your reason for playing that. We also have some more items. I'm just getting these out of the way. We also have 3 Switch, 2 Escape Rope, 1 Rescue Stretcher, 2 Choice Bands, and 2 escape boards. So we have 5 ways to switch, and then we also have 2 escape boards as well. Choice bands are nice to increase damage output, especially in the sense like fighting is still a pretty good type. Zoroark is still out there. Pigrom is still out there. Those decks aren't going anywhere. It just continues to get stronger as sets go on. So being a fighting type is pretty good. Obviously, you have to deal with things like Charizard, but if you're going to be spreading damage, just continue doing what you do. You're only a 1 prize Pokemon. You'll eventually take knockouts. That's the game plan, at least. So we just want to switch around to keep the board pretty consistent. As far as draw supporters go, we have our 4 Lilies and 4 Cynthias, 1 Erica, and I believe 4 Guzmas. Yeah, 4 Guzma, just to make sure that we can switch around as much as we need with Erica there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the supporter line. There's no other supporters you really need to play. So that's what we're doing there. We're also playing, let's see, 2 Fighting Dojos and 2 Shrine Punishments. That's supposed to be a shrine, but I couldn't find my last one. So it is what it is, right? Fighting Dojo is really, really cool, and what makes this deck super strong as well. All of your Pokemon with a basic fighting energy do 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon, except Ultra Beast. But if you're behind on prices, which you will be because you're a one price deck that's not really taking Okos immediately, you do 40 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So obviously Hitmonchan can hit plus. So we have 30 base plus 40 base, that's 70, plus another 30 from Choice Band, that's 100, plus Diancie, that's 120. With all the boosts, you are taking an Oko and Zoroark and Pikarom, so you have lots of ways to do damage. Trying to punishment is for other GX decks, just putting them in range and things like that. It's pretty strong overall. I really, really like it. And as far as the energies go, plenty of energies so we can draw into them because we don't really have a way to search energies here. So we're playing 10. 10 feels like a good enough number. I seem to be finding them pretty consistently when I play 10. But that's going to be the deck, guys. It's a really, really quick video. We'll see. We'll see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really want to talk about. But the deck itself is very self-explanatory. It's not very complicated. You just attack and try to target the right Pokemon. Escape Rope is always annoying to your opponent. Guzmas are always annoying to your opponent. Just target the Pokemon and knock out, and then eventually your Hitmontop will do a bunch of spread damage, putting things even more range. And with the Hitmontop, like your opponent can Max Potion, your opponent can Ace Rolla, but when you're doing 60 damage to all of their Pokemon, they have to choose, you know what I mean? Which means there's always going to be a target for you. Trying to punishment helps, things like that. So, fairly simple deck. I'm going to end the video here, though, so thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, especially since it's a really short video. I would appreciate it. Subscribe, share all that good jazz, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another... Is it matchup? No, tomorrow's going to be the next deck profile, then the next matchup. Yeah, peace.